Okay, this is my volume on my laptop. I didn't turn on just now. Okay, let's look at partnership. You know there are three types of business organization, right? For those who do business, you have sole trader where you run your business alone, and then partnership, you run your business together with your friends or family members. Not just restricted to friends or family members, but anybody. Okay, important thing is there's more than one owner. More than one owner. What is the maximum number of owners? It varies from country to country. In Malaysia, maximum is 20 owner. In Malaysia, maximum is 20 owner for partnership. For companies, this is unlimited. For company is unlimited. Okay, so today we look at partnership. Last week we looked at companies, right? Okay, now see this one. Again, some theory to begin the topic before we look at the accounting aspect. If you cannot hear me, let me know. First page, here you have some advantages and disadvantages of forming a partnership accounting. Okay, so I think you can go through this yourself. This is easy, especially if you have learned from business. But you help me to add a few points here, which are what I have left out. Advantage, you add one more. Share business risk. Okay, and then for disadvantages, you write share business profits. More than one owner, right? So when the business closed down, your loss would be limited, okay? Because there are other partners who can share with you. But when it comes to making money, you have to share with them also. Okay, fair, right? Give and take. Okay, so you add these two lines. The rest you read yourself. Okay, now this is important. Partnership agreement. Partnership agreement is also known as deed of partnership. Okay, a very common theory question in the exam is they ask you why do you need to have a partnership agreement, or they ask you what is the purpose of having a partnership agreement, and you must know what to write for this. To avoid future disagreement, to avoid future disagreement among partners. You see, when you want to do something together with your partners, extra class this Friday, 2:15 to 3:45. The timing that I set with you is 2:30 and 4. Okay, clash. It's a clash, right? Okay, good. Thanks for informing. I tell you again. Let me tell you again. Another day. Okay, I have to look at your timetable. Look at my timetable. Then I see which day is possible. Okay, so then I see you this Saturday. Okay, I see you this Saturday. For Friday, if I can tell you another time for this Friday, I let you know ASAP. Okay. Let me copy and paste your text. Otherwise, I will forget. Okay, this Friday. Okay, so in a partnership, you must have an agreement because you know, right, when you work with other people together, and who knows, somebody may become what we call it crazy, okay, crazy, or become an unreasonable person. And this person may tell you that, okay, I think that in this month I have put more effort into running the partnership business, so I think I deserve more. Okay, so we want to avoid such thing to happen. Okay, we want to avoid fightings to happen among the partners. That's why you need to have an agreement. Makes sense, right? Okay, so this one you must know to write. There's no other answer. There's only this answer. Okay, avoid the future disagreement. Okay, that's why you call it an agreement. Okay, in this agreement, you are going to state everything that all of the partners agree together, and you only have to remember 4 main contents. you must remember these 4 main contents that are in the agreement. This can help you in answering the theory question. And these 4 things is also going to help you in answering the question involving numbers, appropriation account, okay, followed by the current account. It helps a lot, okay? So in the first place, must remember the 4 main contents. They are, let's type together. Let's write together. You write, first one, interest on capital. I'll tell you what is the purpose of each of these. Yeah, you must also remember the purpose of each of these. Another kind of question that is common in the exam, they ask you what is the purpose of interest on capital? What is the purpose of having interest on drawings? What is the purpose of having salaries to partners? Okay, you write and listen together. Okay. One last one, you call it the profit sharing ratio. Okay. So these are the 4 main contents, and I'm going to explain to you each and every content here. Why do you need to have them? Okay, and then we are going to write together also the purpose. We begin with the easiest one to explain with. Salaries to partners. You see, some people, they have a lot of money, but they don't have time. Some people, they have a lot of money, they also have time. But some people, they have little money, but they have a lot of time. So you see, what I want to say is, assume that there are 3 partners. That means 3 business owners. You know, right? Partner is the owner of partnership. Partners are the owners of partnership. Assume that there are 3 partners, partner A, partner B, and partner C. This one you don't have to draw, okay? You don't have to draw. If you want to draw, you can draw, but not necessary. For partner A, this person has little money, but he still would like to run a business, little money. So how can you become a partner in the first place? You must contribute money, right? You must contribute capital. So it doesn't matter how much it is, as long as you have capital, then you can become one of the partners, okay, if others agree. So with little money, but A likes to run business very much, okay, likes to run business very much. And A has a lot of time. A also has a lot of time. Probably A is a fresh graduate from university, possible. Okay, so you imagine after you have graduated from the university, most of the graduates should not have a lot of money. Okay, unless you tell me you do your university studies along with doing business side income, as side income. Okay, but on average, fresh graduates should not have a lot of money, but they have a lot of knowledge. So they like to run business and they have a lot of time after they have graduated. Okay, so for partner A, since he likes to run the business, he's going to spend a lot of time in managing the business. Spend a lot of time in managing the business. For partner B, too much money. Partner B is very rich, but no time. Too many businesses. Partner B has too many businesses. Okay, so of course, this partner B do not have time to run the business, right? But it doesn't mean that B cannot be a partner. As long as you have contributed some capital, then you can become a partner. Okay, so that means B is a partner, but doesn't run the business actively. Okay, cannot run the business actively. Cannot run the business actively. Okay, partner C. Okay, I don't talk about partner C. Okay, partner C, you just try to describe, because I have enough lines here for me to explain. Okay, so partner C, maybe this partner C is rich. At the same time, partner C has a lot of time in running the business. Okay, so sorry, yeah, I know it's very ugly. Okay, you can see, right, among the 3 partners who can run the business, partner A can run the business a lot of time, and A likes to experience running a business. And C, even though C is rich, but C also has a lot of time to run the business. So when you are a partner, At the same time, if you have a lot of time to run the business, don't you think that you should get extra reward because you spend a lot of time in running the partnership business? So you should get extra reward, right? That's why we have salaries to partners. Salaries to partners are meant to be given to those partners who spend their time actively running the partnership business. Okay, you write together with me. That means B do not deserve to get the salary. Partner B doesn't deserve to get the salary because partner B doesn't actively manage the partnership business. Okay, now you write together the reason. Okay, the reason for each of these content. To reward okay, actively means having a lot of time in running the business. Okay, spending a lot of time in running the business, very actively running it. Okay, so logically they should get extra reward, right? Okay, so to reward partners who actively run a partnership business. Okay, now next I would like to explain profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. So you know, right? If all the five of us are partners, then we should deserve the money that is earned in the business, right? So how are they going to share the money earned in the business? We need to set it down in advance. Okay, we must agree in advance how much I will take, how much you will take, how much Ginger will take, how much Joey will take. Okay, when the business makes money. Okay, this is profit sharing ratio. And if the question asks you for the meaning, why or the purpose, why do you need to have profit sharing ratio? You tell them this. To apportion okay, residual profit. For now, you just take it as the simple word profit. Okay, money earned. Later, I will show you on how do we calculate the residual profit. Okay, for now, you just take it as simple profit. Okay, so profit sharing ratio means it tells you how we all share the profit. Okay, imagine if all of us are the partners. Later, I will show you how to get to residual profit. Why I don't call this as profit? Okay, now the other two contents, interest on capital and interest on drawing. Okay, let me explain interest on capital first. Okay, sorry, interest on drawing. I explain interest on drawing first. Now, putting the partnership aside, okay, we look at how does a sole trader run a business. So you see, when you are a sole trader, that means you run your business alone. You run your business alone. And why do you want to run a business? Of course, make money lah, right? Okay. You want to earn money. Okay. After you have earned the money, what do you want to do with the money? Spend, of course, right? Okay. Spend in life, right? Spend in daily life, right? Every day you have to eat, right? You have to wear clothes, right? You want to be under the roof, right? Okay. You want to buy houses and so on. So spend in daily life. How can you take the money out of the business for personal use? How can you take the money out of the business for personal use? The word is drawings, right? Okay, so now you can see why we need to have drawings. Because you need to live, right? You need to live, so you need money. That's why you take money out of the business for personal use. Okay, because you need to live a life, right? Okay, so now you can see why you need to have drawings in sole trader business. The reason you have drawings is to let you take out some money from the business, to be spent in personal life. You want to eat, you need to pay for electricity and so on. Make sense, yeah? Okay. Now, we are learning partnership right now, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, you are learning partnership right now. There's more than one partner, agree? More than one partner. That means more than one owner, okay? You see, if you allow everybody, imagine that there are three partners, okay? There are three partners. Imagine if you try to allow all the three partners to take however much drawings they want. For example, partner A today would like to take 5,000 drawings. Okay, then he takes and go. And then partner B the next day would like to take 10,000 drawings. Then once again, take and go. Okay, take and go back home. And then partner C few days later, this partner C wants to take 50,000 drawings. Okay, then since there's no restriction, okay, then partner C just takes and go. You see, this is what happened when every partner is allowed to take however much drawings they want. Okay, how much they want to take, we just let them take. At the end of the day, you will have problem in running the business. You agree? Because business, you have some money left. You must have some money left in the business. Okay, otherwise, from time to time in the business, you have to make payments to people, to the supplier, make payment to the supplier, pay for electricity and so on. That's why we should not allow all the partners to take however much drawings they want. Otherwise, you will have problem in running the business. Agree, right? Okay, so that's why we have this thing known as interest on drawing. This is used to discourage partners from taking drawings, because otherwise you would have problem like what I mentioned just now. Your partnership business will be running out of money one day, okay, without anybody knowing. Okay, now let's try together. Interest on drawing, you're right. The purpose of it. To discourage partners from taking excessive drawings. Hold on, yeah, let me try to see. Yeah, excessive drawings. By penalizing means charge them penalty, okay? By penalizing them with penalties. Okay, I have not started charging. Okay, the wire is not plugged. Okay, yeah, so interest on drawing, it is used to prevent partners from taking excessive drawings. So you see, whenever they want to take drawings, whenever they want to take drawings, they will think twice, because they have to pay interest if they take drawings. Okay, now you look at the purpose that I talk about, the purpose of drawing for sole trader. In sole trader business, why do you need to have drawing? Because you want to live a life. So you take money out of the business, right? To pay for electricity in it for your home, to eat meals every day, okay? To eat your lunch every day, dinner and so on. Okay, that's why you need to have drawings in sole trader. Now, for partnership, do you think that partners, they need to live a life also? Yes, right. But if you discourage them to take drawings, can they live their life? Cannot, right? If the partnership, but if the partnership business makes money, of course they should be allowed to use the money, right? Otherwise, why you run a business? The reason you run a business is to make money, right? If the partners are discouraged to take drawings to be spent in personal life, then it's kind of like it sounds very contradicting. Yeah, it sounds very contradicting. Agree? So in order to make up for this, we have to have something known as the interest on capital. So basically what my point is, interest on capital is for partners. Interest on capital is for the partners to take money out of the business for personal use instead of going through interest on drawing. Okay, so you write together with me. The purpose of interest on capital. A reward to the partners for their invested capital. You know how to calculate interest on capital? I believe you have done some questions with your school teacher before. This is in percentage. They will give you the percentage for interest on capital. Then you take the percentage given times the, for example, you are calculating interest on capital to be paid to partner A. So you see how much capital the partner A has given into the business. Okay, you look at how much capital the partner A has put into the business, then you times the percentage. Then you will get this is interest on capital. Okay, later we will do some questions. Okay, so basically interest on capital, it is used to pay reward to the partners because they have invested money into the business. Logically, they should get back some rewards. So that's why we need to have this interest on capital, because drawings are discouraged. Okay, so you can try to think of it this way. Interest on capital is used to substitute the drawings. Okay, interest on capital is used to substitute the drawings because drawings are discouraged. Okay, so these 4 contents must remember, and also the purposes you must also remember. Later I show you some questions for this theory. Now, okay, yeah, we should look at some now. We should look at some now. You look at 268. Okay, I'm not going to let you write the answer now. Okay, I'm just showing you how important it is to remember those 4 things. Suggest one reason why Ellie and Sumit are charged interest on drawing. You have the answer from the note section there. Yes, right. Okay, to discourage Ellie and Sumit from taking drawings by penalizing them with interest. Okay, just copy and paste from the note section there. Then I show you a few more. Okay, you see page number 279. Okay, from the note section there, you see a table about the pros and cons of having a partnership, right? So you see, this is exactly what you will see in the exam. 2 advantages of being in a partnership. Okay, so must know the pros and cons. Okay, and then hold on, yeah, I'm finding. Okay, page number 295. Page number 295. Okay. One advantage of admitting a partner. Okay, so once again, you can talk about the advantage of being in a partnership. Okay, to answer this question. And state one reason why it was useful for Arun and Arjiv to have a partnership agreement. Remember, I wrote you that line just now to avoid future disagreement among the partners. Okay, so once again, important. C, state 2 items which might be included in a partnership agreement. Okay, so all the theories that you have gone through with me just now, they are very important. Okay, they always come out in the exam. Okay, so you can see how important it is. Now let's get back to the notes. We look at the accounting aspect. Okay, Okay, just now we went through the pros and cons. Okay, and then we went through the 4 things, the 4 main things in the partnership agreement, and you must remember the purposes of each and every one of them. Okay, must remember this. Then we look at the accounting aspect. Okay, the accounting aspect. Now here is a table of comparison between sole trader and partnership. For sole trader business, you know what to do, right? You for their financial statements, you only have to prepare income statement, then you prepare the SOFP, statement of financial position. What about companies? For companies, if you look at your part 16, you also have a small flow chart there where I show to you, you prepare income statement first, then you prepare the SOCIE table, then you prepare the SOFP, right? Okay, not sure if you can recall. Okay, last week we did this income statement, SOCIE, and then SOFP. And then for partnership, you have 4 things. Okay, you have 4 things. So you can see the overview here. Okay, the overview. Okay, the comparison between different organizations. Okay, sole trader, companies, and now we are looking at partnership. What about club and societies? For clubs and societies, I didn't go through with you. For income statement, you don't call it as income statement anymore. You call it as income and expenditure. Income and expenditure account, followed by SOFP. Okay, as simple as this. Okay, now partnership. Let's see this one. First one, you still prepare income statement. You still prepare income statement the same way as you usually do. And you can think of this like a hamburger. In between income statement and SOFP, you need to have 2 more extra things which you are going to learn. Okay, so which are the third, second, and the fourth one? We are going to learn how to do this too. After you have prepared income statement, you prepare something known as the appropriation account. I know, usually when we use the word account, it's a T-shape, right? But sometimes you don't see it as a T-shape, okay? Like receipts, what example can I give? This is example, okay, an appropriation account. You don't see it as a T-shape. It's like an income statement, okay, appropriation account, a list of items. Later we will see. Okay, after you have prepared appropriation account, then you prepare something known as the current account. Okay, later we will look at each of these in sequence. Income statement, appropriation account, current account, and then SOFP. This sequence you must remember. Later I will show you how to prepare. Okay, I will show you how to prepare these two. And so that's the first difference. First difference between sole trader and partnership in terms of accounting. Okay, in accounting, the first difference is this. For financial statement, for partnership, you have to prepare 4 things: income statement, appropriation account, current account, and SOFP. Now, the second difference is in the second row here. For sole traders, SOFP, balance sheet means SOFP. Yeah. For sole trader SOFP, you know what you do in the capital section, right? In the capital section, you start with the opening capital plus profit for the year minus drawings. Then you plus capital introduced. Okay, if you have done a lot of questions on SOFP before, you should get what I mean. Okay, opening capital plus profit for the year or minus loss for the year, then minus drawing, then plus capital introduced, then you get to closing balance, right? The closing capital. So this is how you do the capital section in the SOFP for a sole trader business. And for partnership, this capital section would be divided into 2 divisions. Okay, this capital section is further divided into 2 divisions. Okay, the original capital, you split it into 2. Okay, the first division, we make use of the name capital. We still make use of the name capital. First division. Second division, we call it the current account. Okay, we call it the current account. And let's see what capital account contains for partnership and what is in the current account. Okay, and you write together. Capital account, it contains original amounts invested by the partners. In the capital account, it shows to you all the partners' investment, only. Okay, only. That means whenever your partnership business make money, you would not add it into the capital account. You will not add it into the capital account. Okay, it only contains the original investment. Okay, so you see how it's different, right? For the sole traders capital section, all the invested amount, is mixed up with the profit for the year, is mixed up with drawings, additional capital, and so on. Okay, let me do the highlighting to show you the difference more clearly. The ones in light blue, okay, amount invested by the owner. Additional capital is also amount invested by the owner. Okay, all these are in the capital account of partnership only. Okay, on another hand, the current account, you could have residual profit or loss. Later we will try to find out how we find the residual profit or loss. Okay, for now you write. So instead of showing profit together with the capital, that means instead of adding the profit into the capital account, you show it separately. Okay, you show it separately in the current account. Residual profit or loss, and then drawings also appear here. Drawings also appears here. Interest on drawings also appears here. And then you could have interest on capital, things that do not appear in the sole trader business, right? Interest on drawing, interest on capital. You don't see them in the sole trader business because we don't need this, right? In sole traders business, interest on drawing, interest on capital. That's why you see them as extra things in the partnership. Okay, interest on drawing, interest on capital. And sometimes you have something known as interest on loan from partner. Interest on loan from partner. Okay, that's what these are all the things you have in a current account. Later I show you how to present. Okay, later I show you how to present. For this topic, try to learn how to do first. Okay, try to learn how to do first. Then only you try to understand why you have all these things. For me, I have learned partnership long time ago. Okay, about 10 years ago, but I don't immediately understand this topic. I learned how to do first. Okay, after I have taught this subject for a few years, then only I fully understand. Then only I have fully understood this topic. Okay, the ins and outs. Okay, before I started teaching, I barely know this topic, to be honest. Okay, I only know how to do. Okay, I only know how to do the accounting because it's not that easy. It's not that easy to understand. Okay, so you can see for partnership, all the original amount invested, we put it aside, we call it as the capital account. While all other things, we put it into the current account. Okay, so what is the reason? What is the reason? Because, so there's one more question that would ask you in the exam. They ask you, why do you need to have a capital account for each partner? Okay, let me write down, yeah. Why one for each partner? It's a very common question in the exam. Why do you need to have one capital account for every partner? Why do you need to have every partner to have one capital account? Another kind of question that is common in the exam, why do you need to have one current account for everyone? Later, I'll show you how to write the answer. Okay, so you remember what is interest on capital? You remember what is interest on capital? It is used to reward the partner, right? Because they invested capital, right? Partner invested capital into the business, so partners deserve the interest on capital. And just now I also show you the calculation, right? They will give you a percentage, then you times the capital of maybe partner A. Then you can calculate the interest on capital for partner A. Okay, then you will see how much partner A can get, how much interest partner A can get. Okay, later I will do the calculation for you in the question. So I show you the questions. Okay, we write the answer together. Okay, they ask you, why do you need to have capital account for every partner? you come to page number 268. This is the question. Explain why each partner has both a current and capital account. This is a 2-mark question. First mark is for answering why each partner has a current account. Second mark is for answering why each partner has a capital account. Okay, so let's answer the one for capital account first. Okay, the reason you need to have one account for each partner is because it allows you to calculate interest on capital more easily. You see, you have capital account here for both Ellie and Sumit, and it's asking you why you don't combine them. Why we don't combine them? You see, if you combine them, you get 90,000, right? Does it make your life more difficult when you calculate interest on capital for Ellie and Sumit? Yes. You see, if you get this combined to become 90,000 in capital account, you have to split it again. You try to see how much is from Ellie, how much is from Sumit. Then only you can times the percentage to calculate the interest on capital. Okay, so that's the benefit. After I go through some questions with you, then you would understand better. Okay, for now, let's write the answer first. So you write the reason is the reason each partner has a capital account is for the ease of calculating interest on capital. Okay, you try to think of an opposite situation. If you combine all of them, combine all the capital amount together, it makes you difficult to calculate interest on capital for each partner. Okay, you add two more words here. For the ease of calculating interest on capital for each partner. Okay, what about explaining current account? Why do we need to have why do we need to have a current account for every partner? Why do we need to have a current account for every partner? It's for the sake of knowing which partner has taken more drawings. So you write together with me. The reason each partner has a current account Okay, once again, I have yet to show to you how does a current account look like, but I believe you should know how it looks like after you have learned this subject with your school. Okay, later when we do the current account, then you can see easily. Okay, you can see easily who has taken more drawings. If you have combined, think of the opposite situation. If you have combined the current account for both and Sumit, then you cannot see who has taken more drawing. Okay, you cannot see who has taken more drawing. Later I show you. Okay, so for now, we are learning how to write the answer. If they ask you what each of them needs to have a current account, what each of them needs to have a capital account. Okay, these are the standardized answer. No other answers you can write. Okay, you can see the mark scheme. I prefer these answers more. Okay, yeah, I should have written, yeah. I show you more questions. The questions I show you just now, they are very popular and you must know how to write, okay? Now, more questions. Okay, look at page 276. Look at page 276. Suggest 2 advantages of maintaining both a capital account and a current account for each partner. Is this the same question as the one you saw just now? Yes, same question, but phrased differently. Okay, so just copy and paste the answers into here. Why I show you the same question to show to you that how frequently it comes out in the exam. Very frequent. Okay, a very common theory question. A very common theory question. Okay, yeah, you copy and paste yourself if you want. And then you look at, okay, page number 279. Page number 279. Page number 279. Okay. Okay. Question B1. Same question again. State one reason why a current account is maintained for each partner. Okay, but this time you only have half of the question earlier, right? This time they don't ask you for the reason why you need to have two capitals account for two partners. Okay, here is about current account. Okay, so write the same answer. Okay, you can know who takes more drawings. You can easily see who takes more drawings. Okay, so you can see how popular it is. Okay, we have seen a few of them. Now let's get back to the notes. We get back to the notes. Okay, let's get back to the notes. Okay, yeah. So capital account that you have in the sole trader, you must know, this is what you need to know, it is split into two divisions, okay, for partnership. First division, we use the name capital, which contains only all the original amount invested. And it's not mixed up together with profit or anything else, okay? It contains amount invested only. Current account contains all other things. Current account contains all other things. You write down a question, which I've never seen before in the exam, but I think this can be a question in the future if the examiner wants to test you on this. Okay, are you right? Why capital account contains, okay, sorry, why capital account for partnership contains only original amounts. Why capital account for partnership contains only original amount invested by the partners? Your answer would be to calculate interest on capital more easily. Don't you think so? Yes, right. Try to imagine. You try to mix the amount invested together with drawings, residual profit and loss, or other things that are in the current account. Okay, that means you combine all these things. Can you easily see who has invested how much capital? Cannot, right? Okay, so that's the reason. That's why you need to have the original amount. That's why you need to have the original amount invested separated out, okay, in the capital account. It allows you to calculate the interest on capital more easily. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay. Now, what about sole trader? Do you have interest on capital to calculate for sole trader? No, right? Okay. That's why you can mix it up together with profit for the year, loss for the year, drawings, and also capital introduced and so on. Okay, you can combine all of them into one because nobody cares. You are the only owner. You own everything in the business. That's why you can combine because you don't have to calculate such thing as interest on capital. Make sense, yeah? Okay. Now let's get back to partnership. We look at how we do each and every step. Okay. Now we are going to see how we do each of these steps 1, 2, 3, 4. Income statement, followed by appropriation account, current account, then SOFP. For income statement, I don't show you here, okay, because the way you do it is the same as the way you usually do an income statement. Okay, just do it the same way as you usually do. So I have shown to you the income statement last figure, profit for the year being 74,000. You can see, right? This is one. This is step 2. Then next page you have step 3. Then there's an arrow that is drawn down, all the way down here to step 4. If you don't have the arrow, you draw it yourself. I'm not too sure if you have the arrow. Okay, you draw an arrow starting from this step 3, draw it all the way down to here, step 4. The one that appears in the middle, I explain later. Okay, so altogether 4 steps, then you are done with the learning, really. Okay, not much. Okay, so income statement, you know how to do. I don't explain to you. Okay, so 74,000 profit for the year. Second step, appropriation account. Okay, sometimes you may see questions describing it as profit or loss appropriation account. Profit or loss appropriation account. It's the same thing. Okay, appropriation account is the same as profit or loss appropriation account. Okay, just a different name. And how do we do this? And why do you need to do this? Okay, later I tell you. Okay, I'll tell you why you have to do this. Let me tell you how to do first. First line, it comes from the income statement. Okay, you look at your income statement. What is the last line? If it is profit for the year, bring it to the first line here. If it is loss for the year, then you bring it into the first line for appropriation account. Okay, so very easy. First line, you look at your income statement. What is the profit for the year or loss for the year? Okay, bring it into the first line here. Then you see what you have here. You have interest on drawing. You have interest on capital. Ali is a partner here, okay, for your info. Salary to partner. And this is the profit sharing ratio. You can see the fractions there, 3/5 and 2/5. This is the profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. Okay, which tells how they share the profit. Okay, now you remember what I said about the partnership agreement? I told you that by remembering 4 these things, it can help you a lot in almost every part of the topic. Okay, when you see the questions, when you see the exam questions, you see these are the 4 main things in the partnership agreement, right? Interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary to partner, profit sharing ratio. Do you see all these 4 things? Do you see all these 4 things in the appropriation account? Yes, these are the 4 things that I told you about in the partnership agreement, right? So you see, it is about having one stone that kills 2 birds. Okay, if you can remember what are the 4 things in the partnership agreement, you can answer questions that ask you for the contents. Okay, and you can also answer questions that ask you to prepare appropriation account, because these are the 4 things that appear here. Yeah, so this is about the convenience. Okay, the convenience of answering the question. And let's understand, why do you need to have the 4 things here? Okay, the purpose is written here. The purpose of having the appropriation account. Why do you do an appropriation account is written here. Purpose: to satisfy all partnership agreement terms. What does it mean? It means that you want to walk the talk. You want to walk the talk. You have heard of this before? Walk the talk. Walk the talk means whatever you have promised, you must fulfill. Fulfill. Okay. Satisfy also means fulfill. So why do you want to have the agreement? So that you can avoid future disagreement among them, right? So all the things that are written in the agreement, must we follow? Of course, we must follow. So the reason you have appropriation account is to walk the talk, to fulfill all the promises made in the agreement. Yeah, let me write down. Fulfill promises made in the agreement. Makes sense, right? Fulfill promises made in the agreement. Fulfill promises made in the agreement. That's the purpose of doing appropriation account. But don't write this as the answer in the exam. That's not the logical answer that they want. Okay. Instead, they want the one that the line that is less obvious about the purpose of doing it. They want this as the answer. Okay, the technical answer to determine the residual profit or loss and share it according to the profit sharing ratio. Okay, so this is the answer that they want. If they ask you, what is the purpose of doing appropriation account? But deep down in your heart, you must know that this is the actual answer. Okay, to fulfill the promises made in the agreement. Yeah, so let me write down. This is for exam. You write the purpose based on this in the exam, but deep down in your heart, you must know that the actual purpose of doing appropriation account is to fulfill promises made in the agreement. Get what I mean? Yeah? Okay. Now, let's see, how do you know you have to plus or minus each of the figure here? Okay, how do you know whether you should plus or minus? You see, you have to prepare this appropriation account from the point of view of business. You write down, can see where I'm writing, point of view of the business. BIZ, yeah, business. Okay, when you see something that is bad to the business, that means money getting out of the business. When you see something that is bad to the business, which means money getting out of the business, you go and minus. Okay, because money getting out of the business, so you minus. When you see something that is good to the business, which means money coming in, you plus. Make sense? Plus, right? Okay. Okay. Now you follow this logic, and we see the appropriation account together. Okay, money get out of the business minus money getting into the business, you plus. Just like how you do income statement. In the income statement, you see income, you plus, right? In the income statement, you see expenses, you minus, right? Okay, now do the same thing. Interest on drawing, this is the interest you charge the partners, right? Because they take drawings, right? It's a penalty to the partners, right? So this is money getting into the business because partners are going to pay interest into the business because they take drawings. They are being charged penalty. So you add because money flowing into the business. Make sense? Yeah. It is the business that charge the partners interest. Okay, next one, interest on capital. Okay, what is interest on capital? Reward to the partners, remember? Interest on capital is rewards to the partners. So money getting out of business, right? Money getting out of business, right? So minus. Salary to Ali. So money getting out of business, right? So minus. Easy? Yes. Okay. As long as you know you have to prepare this from the point of view of business, then you should know easily what to plus, what to minus. And how do you remember these are the 4 things here? Just think of partnership agreement terms, the 4 main things in the agreement. You know what is in the agreement, you know how to do this appropriation account. Okay, yeah. Okay. And after you have calculated these 3, let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers. So this is interest on drawing for Ali. Don't draw the arrow, okay? I'm just drawing arrow to let you see what I'm talking about. This is interest on drawing for Lisa. Who has taken more drawings? Lisa should have taken more drawings. Okay, because that's why Lisa is being charged more interest on drawing. Then you total up, put it here, then you plus. Okay, plus. Then you get this number. This number, there's nothing here. Okay, 78200, there's nothing here. Then interest on capital. Usually you have to calculate all these figure yourself. Okay, you have to calculate yourself all these figure in the exam. All these figure you have to calculate in the exam yourself. So interest on capital for Ali is this amount, Lisa this amount, then total up, put it here, minus, right? So you take this figure, minus 330000. Then you get this 45200. Then minus salary, there's only one figure, so put it to the rightmost. You don't have to write it 16,000 here one time and then move it to here another time, okay? Because there's only one figure. So just put it to the rightmost. Then minus accordingly, this figure that you get here, you must write the name for this. Must remember to write. Common mistake made by students, they always forget to write this term residual profit. Residual profit. So why do you call this as a residual profit? You know the word residue from science. When you have done the, not sure what you call it, filtration. Once you have done the filtration, you get residue, right? Okay. So it means remaining, right? Residual means remaining. So I think it makes sense here. After fulfilling what has been promised in the partnership agreement, after plus this, after minus this, after you must minus this, as fulfillment of the promises in agreement, you get this remaining profit for the business, remaining business profit. we call it as residual profit. If you get a negative number, you call it a loss. After that, you share this amount among the partners. You share this amount among the partners. So here you write share of residual profit. Then you the question will tell you what is the profit sharing ratio. You don't have to decide yourself. So Ali takes 3 portion out of 5. Lisa takes 2. So this is fraction, yeah, 3/5, 2/5. Okay. Then you multiply it with the residual profit. Okay, 29200 appears here. After sharing, you total up, you should get the same figure as residual profit. Should equal, right? Should equal, right? Okay, because you are apportioning the 29200. That's how you prepare the appropriation account. That's how you prepare it. Okay, yeah. So once again, how do you remember what are the things here? Just think of partnership agreement. Okay, and then how do you know which one to plus, which one to minus? Think from the business point of view. Okay, money getting out minus money getting in from into the business, you plus. After appropriation account, what to do next? Look at the previous page again. Income statement, you know how to do. Appropriation account, you know how to do. Then followed by current account. Okay, so how to do current account? It's a T shape. Okay, current account is a T shape, very big T shape here. Okay, it's a T shape, yeah, but it's in the form of table in the exam. Okay, almost for every partnership question in the exam, there would be only 2 partners. Okay, there are always 2 partners given in the exam, unless you are doing SPM accounting question. Okay, in Malay we call it the principal accountant. It's possible for you to see 3 partners column. Okay, which makes things more complicated. But for IGCSE is easier. Now, for current account, you must first know the characteristic of this account. Plus is here, minus is here. Okay, must remember for current account, plus is on the credit side, minus is on the debit side. Reason is this. For sole trader, if you have done a capital account before, you know that plus is here, minus is here. Okay, and when it comes to partnership, I told you that this capital is split into 2, right? Split into the first division, we use the name capital. The second division, we call it current account. So that's why the characteristic should be the same as the original capital account that you have learned, where the plus is also on the right, plus is also on the right, minus is on the debit side. Okay, minus is on the debit side. If you have not seen question asking you to do capital account like the one in sole trader, you let me know afterwards. Okay, here I want to focus on doing the current account. Okay, I don't want to spend time guiding you on how to do the capital account here, but let me tell you lah. Okay, let me tell you how to do the capital account. Opening balance of capital will appear here. Okay, then when you have profit for the year, you put it here. Profit for the year. If you have drawings, we are talking about sole trader. Okay, sole trader's capital account. If you have drawings, you put it here. If you have additional capital, you put it here. Then you balance it. Then you can get the closing capital. Very seldom you see question asking you to do a capital account for sole trader, but I have seen before. But I have forgotten in which year it appears. Okay, so you have to find yourself if you have the time. Okay, now we focus back on here. So now you are aware, plus is on the credit side, minus is on the debit side. This is important. Just like you know that it is important for you to know where is the plus and minus side for provision for doubtful debts account. Remember, provision for doubtful debts you learn in part 8. Plus is on the credit side, minus is on the debit side. Otherwise, you do not know what are the double entries to make, right? When doubtful debt has increased, you must credit it. When doubtful debt has decreased, you must debit it, right? Okay, so you must know where is the plus and minus. Same goes to provision for depreciation account. Provision for depreciation account, which you learn in part 7. Plus is on the credit side, minus is on the debit side. Okay, without knowing where is the plus and minus, you may get confused why you do those double entries you learn. Okay, So when you charge depreciation, whenever you charge depreciation, you will credit this account, right? Okay, those are things you learned earlier. Now focus back on here, yeah. Current account plus on the credit side minus on the debit side. Okay, why do you need to prepare current account? Why do you need to prepare a current account? Okay, you write down to allocate earnings and penalties to partners. Okay, to allocate earnings and penalties to partners. Okay, what does it say? I explain. Okay, why are we talking about allocation here? Okay, you see, you look at the appropriation account you prepared earlier. Look at the appropriation account you prepared earlier. I know it's very ugly because I have many circles and arrows here. Let me erase. Yeah. Okay. Now, do you agree? You have something that is for Ali here and there. That means they are not gathered together. They are not gathered together. That means you cannot easily see how much Ali is getting because it is scattered all over. Scattered all over. Agree? Okay, you cannot see easily how much Ali is getting. And you have to press the calculator to total up. It's fine. Okay, but there's an easier way. And also for Lisa, the same thing. You cannot exactly see how much Lisa is getting in total, right? Because once again, it is scattered all over. Okay. And that problem leads us to preparing the current account. Because in the current account, you will gather all the things that belong to Ali, then you throw to Ali. Okay, throw into Ali's current account. And everything that belongs to current account, you will throw into Lisa's account so that you can easily see how much in total Lisa is getting, how much in total Ali is getting. You get what I mean? Okay, it's about, you can think of this as analysis. Okay, current account is kind of like an analysis of what they get in total. Okay, analysis of what they get in total. Okay, analysis of what they get in total. So, since I say so, we are allocating earnings and penalties. Whatever that has appeared in the appropriation account will appear one more time in the current account. Okay, let me repeat. Yeah. Okay, just now I mentioned that appropriation account, if you observe the appropriation account, you cannot easily see how much belong to Ali in total, how much belong to Lisa in total, because it is scattered all over. And that's why we have to prepare a current account where we gather all the things that belong to Ali and gather all the things that belong to Lisa. Okay, we are doing analysis of what they are getting each. And since I say so, then it's logical to say that whatever that has appeared in the appropriation account here, these four things, they are going to appear one more time in the current account. Okay, because you are now doing analysis of what they are getting. So you can see interest on capital. Is it in the appropriation account? Yes. Is this in the appropriation account? Yes. Is this residual profit in the appropriation account? Yes. Is this interest on drawing in the appropriation account? Yes. So you see, if you know what is done in the appropriation account, then doing current account is really not a big problem. Doing current account is really not a big problem. Now you can see the link. Okay, you can see the link. The first page of the notes, I told you that you must remember the four main contents in the partnership agreement. Why? Because it can help you to answer questions that ask you for the four contents. It also helps you in preparing the appropriation account. Remember, it helps you to prepare the appropriation account. And if you know how to prepare appropriation account, doing current account should also be not a big problem, because whatever that has appeared in the appropriation account, they will appear one more time in the current account. You see how remembering these four things helps? Firstly, it helps you in answering appropriation account. Then this leads to helping you doing the current account, because whatever that has appeared in the appropriation will appear one more time in the current account. Okay, so I think I have spoken this a few times, okay, and you should now remember what I said. So you observe the figures, they are from the appropriation account or not. Interest on capital, 15,000, 18,000. Are they the same amount here? Yes, 15,000, 80,000. Salary to Ali, 16,000. For now, you don't have to understand, try to reason why some on the debit, why some on the credit side first. Later I tell you. For now, let's understand what are the things in here. Salary 16,000. You have it or not here? Yes, 16,000. Interest on drawing 19202280. You have them in here or not? Yes, here. And then residual profit 17520 11680. Do you have them from the appropriation account? Yes. You see, by knowing how appropriation account is linked to the current account, you can do the current account very easily. Whatever that has appeared here will appear one more time here. I know that, except a few things. Profit for the year will not appear anymore. Okay, profit for the year will not appear in the current account. Okay, now I know you see that a few items here are not from the appropriation account. Okay, a few items here in the current account are not copied down from the appropriation account, and they are these things: drawings, interest on loan from partner. Yeah, you add two words here which I left out: interest on loan from partners. So for these two things, you may have to remember separately. Okay, you have to remember separately that, okay, these two things I have to know they are also in the current account and I must include them. Okay, now let's understand why some items on the debit side, why some items on the credit side. You prepare the appropriation account from point of view of business, right? Money getting out of business minus money getting into the business plus for appropriation account. For this current account, we are doing analysis of what each partner gets, what are their earnings and penalties. So we prepare this from, write down, point of view of partners. Point of view of partners / drawing. Point of view of partners / drawings. Point of view of partners / owners. Okay, point of view of partners / owners. Okay, you see, it actually makes sense. Later you know why it makes sense. So if you think from point of view of the Ali and Lisa, if you see something that is good to them, you plus. That means money getting into their pocket, you plus. On the other hand, if you see something that is bad to the partner, you minus, because money getting out of their pocket. Okay, yeah. So let me repeat. You prepare current account from point of view of partners. If something gets into their pocket, you plus. Something get out of their pocket, you minus. Okay. Now, you know where is the plus and minus? Credit side is plus, debit side is minus. Of course, you must know that first, okay? Plus on the credit side, minus on the debit side. Otherwise, you will not know where to put each item. Okay. Now, let's try to test if this is correct. So, credit side is something getting into their pocket, right? Something good, right? Okay. First one, you see, interest on capital. Is this something good to them? Yes, it's a reward to them, right? So, something getting into their pocket, good. Salary to Ali, something good to them, right? So that's why it's on the credit side. Sharing of the residual profit, something good to them, right? So getting into their pocket, so credit side. Okay, because here is the plus. Here is where the plus is. Now you may have a question. What if we have a residual loss, sharing of residual loss in the appropriation account? If you get a share of residual loss here, then of course will be on the opposite side, your residual loss. Your residual loss will be here. If there is. Okay, yeah, makes sense, on the other side. Okay, last one is something that you will seldom see in the exam question, but sometimes once in a while you will have it. It is interest on loan from partners. Okay, let's understand what is loan from partner first. Loan from partner means partners lended money to the business. partners lended money to the business. So when there's loan, there's interest, right? When there's loan, there's interest. So partnership business must pay interest to the partners. Partnership business must pay interest to the partners. You get it? Partners lend money to the business. That means business borrow money from partners. Business borrow money from partners. In return, business must pay interest to the partner. Okay, so it's here. Because it's good to them, because in partners get the interest, so it's good. And you may have a question, why interest on loan? Why interest on loan from partner doesn't appear in the appropriation account? Why interest on loan from partner, the 3,000, doesn't appear in the appropriation account? Reason is this. Is in the income statement. Okay, you write down. This is something quite detailed in this topic, and many students are not aware. But if Cambridge happens to test you on this, then you will know where to put interest on loan from partner. It's in the income statement. Okay, you write down. In the expenses section, if you happen to have that item, okay, if there's no if there's no loan from partner, then this item doesn't exist. In the expenses section of income statement, there you would have interest on loan from partner. Okay, interest on loan from partner appears in the income statement. That's why you don't have to minus it. You don't have to minus it one more time in the appropriation account. It's already minus in the income statement. Okay, write down. Okay, interest on loan from partner is in the income statement. Okay. Now, that's it for the credit side. Look at the debit side now. Okay. I know drawings means they take money out of the business for personal use, right? Then if you think from partner's point of view, it means that money getting into their pocket, right? This is actually the other way around, because drawings means they take their business pocket. Yeah, you to make it more correct, I should tell you that it's about partner's business pocket. I know it sounds very misleading or confusing. So drawings, you know what to do in sole trader business. In sole trader business, drawings is going to make your capital lower, right? It's going to make your capital lower for sole trader because you take something out of the business for personal use. So drawings for partners, they took some money out of the business for personal use also, right? They took some money out of the business for personal use also. So it's going to reduce what they are deserved. It's going to reduce all the benefits they get on the credit side. That's why it's on the debit side. Drawings is on the debit side because it's going to reduce whatever they have deserved to get, whatever they have deserved to get. Okay, that's why it's on the debit side. Interest on drawing, a penalty to them, right? Penalty to the partners, interest on drawing. So it's also going to reduce all their benefits that are on the credit side. Because interest on drawing means you charge Ali and Lisa interest because they take drawings. Okay, so it's going to, just like drawings, it's going to reduce all the benefits that they have gotten from the credit side. Yeah, that's why it's on the debit side, the interest on drawing. And if you happen to have residual loss, it's on the debit side as well. Okay, one of my students, he told me that this is the way he remembers for current account. You can follow his method if you would like to, or if you want to follow my method of reasoning, is also fine. Okay, good to the partner credit side, bad to the partner on the debit side. That student tell me, if you see anything about drawing, just put onto the debit side. If you see anything about drawing, just put onto the debit side. Then all other things should appear on the credit side. That way works as well. Okay, I think so. So anything about drawing, you put on the debit side. All other things put onto the credit side. Okay, if you want to follow that, you go on and follow that method of memorizing it. Okay. After that, you have to balance the current account. You have to balance Ali's current account we have to balance Lisa's current account. So do it the usual way. See which side is greater, total up, copy to the other side, then do deduction. Write those balance CD and balance BD, then you are done. Okay, write those balance CD and balance BD, then you are done. So 17600, 17600 for Ali. So it's a credit balance for Ali. Credit balance for Ali. And for Lisa, it's a debit balance. Okay. You try to tell me in the chat box who is in a good situation, who is in a good position after you have done the balancing. Lisa or Ali or Lisa is in a better position. Good. Okay, Cherry, correct. Okay, good. Yeah, good. All of you are right. Jing Jing, what do you think? Who is in a better position after I have balanced it? Ali. Okay, Ali, Ali. Because why Ali has a credit balance? Because Ali has more benefits that he gets than all the things that are bad to him. That's why he gets a net benefit. It's a net benefit. For Lisa, what is the problem with Lisa? Lisa has taken too much drawings. Consequently, Lisa will also have a very high interest on drawing. That's why Lisa gets a debit balance. Another theory question that is popular in the exam, they ask you what is the meaning. What is the meaning of this? Okay, what is the meaning of this? Or what is the meaning of this? Okay, let's write down together. Let's write down the answer together. Unfortunately, I don't think we get to have a lot of time to practice a lot of questions behind. But with whatever I've taught you today, for sure you can complete 99% of the questions at the back. For 1%, maybe is those that are something rare. Okay. Now let's write down the meaning. The debit balance you write down here. This means Lisa owes the this one means the other way around. Partnership owes Ali money. Okay, I give you 7 more seconds. Okay, you're right. And then I show you the relevant questions. Okay, yeah. Now let's see. Let's see the relevant questions. So that's it for current account. Okay, you have known everything you have to know about current account. After that, we look at SOFP later. I show you the question. You look at page number 268, 268, 268, question B. State what the debit balance on Sumit's current account on 1st November 2016 represent. Honestly speaking, when I teach my students, okay, usually I will, after I have taught them the appropriation account, I will go on to do some appropriation account questions with them first. Okay, then only I will teach them current account. Then I will show them some questions for current account. Then I do with them. Okay, not the way I taught you today. Okay, because it's a what we call it in Mandarin 速成班. Okay, we are doing fast-paced learning. So that's why I guide you through for all the notes first. Okay, instead of doing questions once in a while. Okay, now this page 268B debit balance on Sumit's current account is talking about which figure? It's talking about this figure. So it means Sumit is in a bad situation. Sumit is in a bad situation. So you write together with me. Sumit owes partnership business 1800. Okay, Sumit owes partnership business $1800. As simple as that. Okay, really as simple as this. I show you more. Oh yeah, I do not know where it is. Here. Page 279, page 279, page 279, page 279. Okay, question B2. Question B2. Okay, state what the current account balance of each partner represents. Okay, also the same thing. So you see, for balances on their current accounts were as follow. For N, debit, Bindu, credit. Okay, what is the common mistake? Common mistake made by students is they wrote the answers the other way around. Okay, instead of N owing to partnership, they may write partnership owes N. Okay, so you must get very clear who owes whom. Okay, for credit is good to Bindu, so partnership owes Bindu that amount. For N, N is in a bad situation, so N owes to partnership. Okay, don't get it the other way around. Okay, it's a very common mistake. It's a very common mistake. Okay, let's write together. And for this topic, usually I spend 3 to 4 lessons to complete with my students, okay, including doing a lot of questions along with completion of the note session there. Then you write, for Bindu, okay, yeah, correct. Post Bindu, I should write the amount. Sorry, I forgot to write the amount, 3,000. If you don't write the amount, I'm not sure whether you would get penalized or not, but for safety purposes, try to provide everything to them. Okay, try to provide everything in detail to them so that they don't have a chance to minus you any mark. Okay. Okay, now continue. Compared to companies, I think partnership is also easier. But to be honest with you, you know there are 4 topics which are quite complex: clubs and societies, manufacturing, partnership, companies. These 4 topics are next to one another in every textbook. And these 4 topics, what is special about these 4 topics is all their questions are very big. All their questions are very big in size. On the first page, usually you would see a lot of information. Okay, the first page is usually all the descriptions, and then questions start with the next page. Okay, so all these 4 topics, they always appear in big questions. And among the 4, the easiest one is manufacturing. Followed by partnership, then followed by companies. And the most difficult questions to do is from club and societies. Okay, club and societies questions are not easy because there are many varieties of questions for clubs. So if possible, you go through my part 12. Okay, after you have learned the club and societies topic on your own, revise. Okay, then you go through all the questions in part 12. If you can answer all the questions in part 12, then you are safe. Okay, unless in your exam clubs doesn't come out. Okay, then I cannot guarantee. Okay, I cannot tell you which topics will be out in the exam because I cannot predict. Which question will come up. Okay, come back here. I try to show you the last few things. Let's get back to the notes. Okay, shall we? Let's get back to the notes. I don't see the related questions. Let's look at the last step. To page 267. Page 267. It's about preparing the SOFP. Remember the sequence? Firstly, you prepare income statement, then you prepare appropriation account, then you prepare current account. Lastly, you prepare SOFP. NCA section, prepare them the usual way, no difference. Liability section, just prepare them the usual way also. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about how you present in NCA, CA, NCL, and CL. Okay, the only difference here is this part. Okay, the only difference is this part. Just like companies SOFP, Company SOFP, you have equity, right? Equity, ordinary share, general reserve, then retained earnings. And for partnership, the difference is also this section. So as you can see, it is split into two sections, capital and current account. Then you have the partners column. And for capital account, figure you can get from the question. It's quite easy to get the figures. Also take note whether they have additional investment or not. Okay, sometimes the question will tell you they invested more. It's going to make their capital higher. Okay, so additional investment, see if the question has it or not. If there is, then you plus. Okay, then you get this total figure. Total up horizontally to the right. Okay, 150,000 plus 180,000, then 330,000. For current account, it's also very simple. Where do you get the numbers? Okay, for capital account, you can get from the question. For capital account, you can get from the question. For current account, you have to see your current account that you prepared earlier. Are these two numbers familiar? Yes. 17600 comes from where? Comes from the step 3. This amount, 176,000, the balance. Can see 176,000. And for Lisa, negative 106,000. Why negative? So look at the step 3 again. Is on the debit side, so negative, the 106,000. Easy? Yes, not that difficult. So you see, right? You can see, right? You can easily see how all the 4 steps link together. Income statement, appropriation account, current account, and SOFP. After that, just like how you do the SOCIE table, you have to show the total. Okay, show the total vertically and also horizontally, then you are done. Simple. Okay. Now look at the same page. There is something in the middle. Certain exam questions, they don't ask you to do the T-shaped current account. Okay, they don't ask you to do the T-shaped current account like the one above here. Okay, they don't ask you to do the T-shaped current account. Instead, they ask you to do the SOFP straight away. They ask you to do the SOFP straight away, the balance sheet. So what does it mean that you don't have to complete the current account? Does it mean that you don't have to complete the current account? No. In that question, then you have to prepare the current account in the SOFP. You have to present all the information for current account within the SOFP. If the question doesn't ask you to prepare the T-shaped current account, later I show you the questions. But the way you do it is the same. Okay. Sometimes you have opening balance, sometimes you don't. Okay, but for my example, there's no opening balance. So if there is opening balance, you copy from the question for current account. You see, all the things that appear here, interest on capital, interest on drawing, all these things that I've highlighted, are they the same as those you see in the current account in the T-shaped form? Yes, they are the same. All the info in the T-shape here, they are the same as what I show you here, but it's shown within the SOFP this time instead. So all these amounts are the same. All these amounts are the same. Okay, for numbers that are on the credit side, you put negative. Okay, put negative. For numbers that are on the debit side, you put negative. And then when you total up, you will get the same amount. 176,000, 106,000. Are they the same as the balance in the T-shaped current account? Yes, answer is the same. Okay, so you have to get used to 2 ways of presentation. First way is doing the T-shaped current account. Sometimes you have to present it within the SOFP, something like this, but the end result is the same. Okay, so how do you know which way to follow? Follow the one SOFP here or the one with current account inside? You have to see the questions. It depends on whether you are asked to do the T-shaped current account or not. I show you some example. You can go and try yourself. You look at page 270. Look at page 270. On page 270, do you see this? SOFP? Okay. Look at the earlier questions before the question E. Are you asked to prepare the T-shaped current account? I saw appropriation account here, but it appears that they don't ask us to prepare the T-shaped current account. What does it mean? It means that you have to show it within the SOFP. The current account show the information within the SOFP. If you see the question carefully, it also tells you exactly what I told you, showing the partner's capital and full details of partner's current account. Full details of partner's current accounts mean the one that I show you just now, like this, okay, like this. Okay, get the idea, yeah? I show you a few more. Okay, this time you see, no, not this one. This time you see page 277, page 277, page 277. This is the second kind of question. They ask you to do SOFP. Now, how do you know whether you have to show the full details of current account in here or not? Look at the previous pages. See you have prepared the T-shaped current account or not. Yes or no? Yes, you are asked to prepare the T-shaped current account in the part B. It means that when you do the SOFP, you just have to bring the balances from here into the SOFP. You can also see the exam requirement here. Full details of current accounts are not required. Why not required? Because you have done it in a T-shaped form. Okay, get the idea, yeah? Okay, so if you flip a few pages more behind, you would see these two kind of questions repetitively. Okay, so you must know what to do in each situation. So that's it for this topic. So once again, all the questions behind are all past exam questions. If you can finish all correctly, not finish all correctly, you finish all of them. If you have mistakes, you learn from the mark scheme. If you have questions, you let me know. Then I can guarantee you that this topic should not give you any more problem. If you see question for partnership in the exam, you should not have any more problem. Okay, so if you don't have question, then I see you this Friday and Saturday. For Friday, let me see if I can reschedule it. Okay, I will update you in the WhatsApp. Okay, bye everyone. If you have problem, you let me know.
Yeah, bye.
No problem. Bye. Welcome everyone.